Bowser Jr. Gets a Job is the textbook definition of just so conveniently. Granted, that doesn't make it a bad video. This is the first one of 2020, in fact. This video involves Junior and Cody having to keep watch of a rare rainbow dodo. Hey, wait a sec, that's Skittles! Yeah, remember Skittles from the bird? However, through a series of events, Junior manages to mess things up more and more, but at the same time, Junior gets plenty of coincidental messages from Brooklyn Guy explaining exactly what to do. We even get a cameo from God here because why not? Unfortunately, the bird seems to have been eaten by a dragon, so I think it'll take another nearly 9 years to respawn again. However, 7.8 out of 10. I liked the new location, and while I thought some of the coincidences were a bit dumb, it was played well enough to feel less like some coincidence that they tried to hide, but rather they doubled down on the coincidence factor, which was actually really funny. Even God wasn't a Deus Ex Machina device, ironically enough, instead actually making the problem worse. So we're off to a great start, Logan. Nice job. And Detective Jeffy was also pretty good, actually. I feel like the first half was a bit weak, mainly because we didn't get the actual Detective Jeffy part until the second half, at which point it felt a bit rushed. However, I thought most of the jokes landed. King Strongbottom made a return, although now he's a judge. I mean, alright. Wasn't that Goodman's job before? I guess he can't be the lawyer and the judge. I liked how Brooklyn Guy reacted to some of the clues and leads found, and have I mentioned how much I enjoy Screwball's modern entrances? I think it's a 6.8 out of 10. Pretty decent, but I think it would have been much better had the first half been shortened a bit, since as it is right now, it feels like the actual Detective Jeffy portion is almost a bit rushed. Well, Black Yoshi's superpowers is... well, we had two pretty good videos before it fell apart, I guess. Okay, that might be a bit unfair. I don't think this video is awful, but here's the problem. It's a Black Yoshi video. Whatever it's about usually involves him trying to steal things or begging Mario for something, and what a surprise, that's exactly what he does with his superpowers. The other superpowers videos did this a lot better since something unique actually happened with them, but this video is just Black Yoshi doing the same thing he's always trying to do. This video is a 5 out of 10. It isn't awful, but it's nothing special either. I did like Brooklyn Guy's complete incompetence at being a doctor and asking Mario to show him how to check for a pulse, but other than that, I guess for better and for worse, this is more or less a typical Black Yoshi video. Yeah, Black Yoshi videos really need to be revamped, since right now it feels like he does the same one or two things in most or all of them. He likes chicken and he steals things. The videos aren't even bad, they're just quickly becoming forgettable, which as we all know is one of the worst things a video can be. The imaginary girlfriend was... well, it was different. I think the video was actually kinda unique. Joseph gets emotionally attached to a literal piece of paper, which he names Paige. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. However, by the halfway point, things go from haha Joseph is acting dumb to actually kinda disturbing. I think the video had some of the most creative jokes in a while though. That doesn't mean good jokes. Just creative. It's a 5.5 out of 10 for being unique and having a couple funny jokes, but at the same time being a bit weird at points. ChicKEN. This is another Ken video which doesn't really revolve around Ken like some of its predecessors, but rather Ken just so happens to be affected by it and overall just happens to be there. And that's my biggest problem with this video. The jokes were actually pretty creative. Seeing Chef Pee-Pee as a sloth slowly freak out about a fire was really funny, but it just isn't a Ken video. When I see these Ken videos, I expect something that revolves around Ken, rather than Ken just being there. It's still a 6.5 out of 10, as it's still a pretty good and creative video, but it's not a Ken video, you know? Well, this was actually a pretty good batch. Even if the videos weren't the best, they were at least creative. Well, except for Black Yoshi's superpowers. Well, thank you all for watching, and take care.
Oh, best cheesecake I ever had. Oh, what the fuck?